Exclusive interview.
Good morning, listener. Today we have a special guest in Ifrikya FM join us to shed light on a crucial topic that affects not only Nigeria but the global energy landscape. As we approach the gas exporting countries forum summit in Algiers the next week, in a few days, we are honored to have with us a distinguished gas expert, Seun Tosin Adegoke. He will be sharing insight on the current gas situation in Nigeria and the significance of the upcoming summit. So, Mr. Adegoke, good morning. What's the future of gas? What's your opinion about the future of gas in Nigeria?
The future of gas in Nigeria is actually very, very bright. Because in Nigeria, the amount of gas proven in Nigeria is absolutely abundant than that of the crude oil and the condensate. In Nigeria, we have well over 8 million scoffia of gas in our proven. And, by generating that even a day, it's a full flash of beehive of activities that is there. And in terms of revolution, it has actually developed Nigeria to ensuring more monumental development in the area of gas exploitation and exploration.
Okay, so do you think that Nigeria should be produce her gas more optimally right now?
Nigeria generally, they are actually optimizing the gas that they have. But more can still be done better than in the area of exploration and exporting. Currently, we have the likes of the liquefied natural gas, the Nigerian liquefied natural gas, NLNG, handling the exports to third party, to off-takers and co, exporting that to the country. And at the same time, we have the third parties that are also associated with them. NNPC, NLNG, Shell, they are actually together to ensure that something is done in this direction, and which is actually being done. And I could tell you that we have other IOCs that are also into gas exploration and gas sales to the off-takers.
Okay.
Export.
So if we compare the gas situation now, this year, if you compare this situation to the situation in 5 years in past or 10 years in past, how do you evaluate this?
Okay, fantastic. 2024 just began. We are currently in February, so the scorecard of February cannot be determined truly right now because the results are not even yet out for in the public domain. But if we underscore what we've had 2023, 2022, 2021, 2020, okay, and in that in a span of over 5 years, okay, 2019, we could say there's a geometric progression in the production of gas and its utilization and in export. So, which means the major cash cow for the country, even higher than that of the crude oil. Because the derivative in gas is also very, very much where you can simplify your gases into liquefied natural gas, into compressed gases, into, CNG, which is compressed gases. Yes, and cooking gas, which is the liquefied petroleum gas. Yes. LPG. So LPG. So the LPG could be used industrially and domestically. Okay, so the compressed gas could also be used for locomotives and also in facilities.
So I've been here in Nigeria. It's been a couple of days I've been here in Nigeria. I saw that there is maybe a crisis here in Lagos. Gas for cooking and gas for cars isn't even more here.
Okay, so if I get your question very well, there is actually a lacuna. Yeah, there is a lacuna. Okay, and the lacuna is that Nigeria is actually going through what we call a transition phase into the proper use of CNG, that's the compressed natural gas, for locomotives. And we decided to do this in this path because of the high rise in Brent crude. So Nigeria produces about 8 types of crude oil. We have the Kwa Ibo, we have the Bonny Light, we have Agbami, we have a whole lot. Okay, and the production is not as optimal as it should be. So, however, with the cost of operation to refine this oil and to get the byproduct back into petroleum premium motor spirit for usage, has actually gotten the costs on the high rise. So by the time you have your landing costs and the cost of clearing and the cost of retailing into depot and the cost of selling, you realize that the cost of PMS per liter is actually, per gallon or per liter, is actually very high. Now, currently Nigeria has removed subsidy on PMS because they want everything to be at a flat rate, just the way automotive gasoline oil is. But the ad effect on Nigerians is very telling. We have about 200 million people in Nigeria in terms of population and still counting. Our census is coming in again this year to actually estimate how many we are. So, in essence, we have transitioned into the utilization and usage of gas for locomotives in terms of vehicle, and it is not rocket science. It is stage by stage. So I can tell you authoritatively that we have some cars that are actually going on CNG right now as I speak, currently in Lagos, from Ikoyi, Victoria Island, Lekki, and some part in the mainland of Lagos, Ikeja, across board. We have cars that are running on CNG.
Okay.
And, we have buses too that are running on CNG. So right now, the same way that we have this increment in number of cars is also the same way electrical vehicles too are coming up. So we are trying to ensure, the country is trying to ensure that there are diversity in the utilization of how hydrocarbons is being managed.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So what do you know about the Nigerian National Company of Gas and Oil, Sonatrach?
Well, they're like any gas company that is proficient in the gas exploration and production. So they are actually very large as well, and they have what it takes to be able to feed the nation. Can
maybe Sonatrach help African country want to optimize their production in exploration maybe?
Well, Nigeria being a gas producer is actually larger than any other country within the African coast that I know you know. So the only thing we could do is to do a consortium. Do you understand? And when we do consortium, how can we both meet together, Nigeria and Algeria, to ensure that we feed?
There is a consortium.
Yes.
Next week, Algeria will organize the 7th summit of
I'm aware.
gas. No?
I'm aware.
You're gonna to Algeria?
I'm aware.
Okay. So
that is why I'm saying there's going to be a consortium, and that is year in, year out. There are always exhibitions and symposiums of this magnitude. So the value chain has never changed. It is the dynamics that is changing. Do you understand what I'm saying now? So ability to ensure that you can cut costs, ensure that technical processes can be actually simplified, are more key to what we are looking at.
What's your opinion about these events in Nigeria the next week? Can we say that it's the new OPEC of gas?
I look forward to the meeting because I'm I'm not going to be in audience, but I'm going to stream live to attend the meeting. And all deliberations, I wish.
You mentioned that journalists and Nigerian journalists. You meet a journalist.
Of course. We have some representations from the national hall, from independent companies like my company. Okay, that might participate, and it helps us to be able to have good informed decision making, and also to help us in integrating our services together. Like I said, yes.
Okay, so for you, it's a big event?
Absolutely, it is. It is a big event. It's just like NNPC trying to open, Nigerian NNPC is trying to open up a symposium. So the movers and shakers has to be there. So it's just like what Audio is doing right now.
Last question about the energy transition. Energy. Do you think that gas is an energy for transition?
Of course. By default, the transition of energy is key because the population is increasing and technology is improving. Okay, so, and if you check out the European countries, from Germany to Italy, from Italy to Spain, from Spain to Belgium to Denmark, from Denmark to, you realize that there is a revolution in industrialization. And that is why China is trying everything within its power to catch up. Even if China is like the heavens of technology. If China can produce gas, you can know where they could be right now. So you can compare what they're doing with what Europe is trying to achieve.
So thank you very much, Mr. Adegoke. Thank you for your answer.
Fantastic. It's a great privilege to be able to sit with you. You have been a very smart guy and a smart journalist. And I look forward to having more conversations and exploring Algeria when I come, maybe hopefully this later third quarter of 2024, and see what my firm can do in terms of exploration, in terms of project management, in terms of engineering, and in terms of other open-ended activities together.
Listener, stay connected on our radio Ifrikya FM, the voice of Africa. Thank you.